Ladies and gentlemen, Jaguar fans everywhere, welcome to this beautiful Monday evening here in Augusta, Georgia. We have a really fun matchup for you tonight here on the Esports broadcast. I will be your host, Noah Bowers, and joining me today is
Y'all's co-host, Rodrigo Burgos, also a student here at AU. Very excited today for Rocket League.
Oh yeah.
First Rocket League broadcast. Very different game from what we've been covering so far. We've covered League of Legends, Valorant, and Apex so far. And this is another beast. I mean, it's a very fast-paced game, very exciting. It feels like something's always happening. There's not a dull moment at all in Rocket League.
Yeah, I'm so excited to finally get Rocket League on the broadcast. They had a bye week last week when we finally got the studio up and running, so unfortunately we weren't able to cast anything because they weren't playing. But now we have Varsity Rocket League, and it's a beauty of a matchup to start things off on the main broadcast. We are playing Akron University, one of the most premier, elite, storied collegiate Rocket League teams in history. I mean, they are 4-time CRL champions. They have competed against the best of the best in RLCS. This is a phenomenal roster to really see where our varsity team stands.
Oh, yeah. Very exciting to see what our varsity team brings to the table this year. We are kind of experiencing some delays in our team's behalf, but y'all hang in there because we will certainly bring y'all the action as soon as we have access to it.
Yep, we got everybody ready. I think we're going to go ahead and hop into the 3v3 private match here. So without further ado,
let's get into the action.
We will be starting here game one.
Game one, best of 5.
We have some fun broadcaster stuff to show you as well. I'm really excited to show you the new toys I've been messing around with.
Very exciting.
Here we go. Augusta University will be starting off on the blue side of things, and Akron University will be the orange team. Really excited to see what we got going on here. What's your prediction? Who do you think is going to score the first goal?
I'm not gonna go with the obvious answer. A lot of people would expect us to say that obviously we're gonna score our first goal, but I do think.
Oh wow, that was a beautiful pass.
That was a beautiful
from the
pass.
Zips. They actually faked the setup here in mid goal, and they set up a shot beautifully. Harry defended it really nice. Wasn't able to get the double touchdown. They're gonna send it all the way back to their side of the map. Oxy sending it up off the wall. Dylan's there to intercept it off midfield, but MDG will win that possession. Takes it over. Here comes the cross. Oh!
Ooh, barely missed that.
Close shot, but they're going to set it up again. Oxy, Harry with another save. Dylan tries to punish it, but MDJ is going to set up a double tap and a phenomenal save from Harry.
Right there. That double tap would have been beautiful.
Yeah, we're already seeing some really nice mechanics on both sides of the ball here as we see Challenger try and go ahead and get an air dribble going. Runs out of boost, though, so he's going to have to let it go. MDG now carrying it past midfield. Oh, and Harry missed the possession, and that's going to be a nice, easy score for MDG to finally kick things off here on map 1.
Absolutely, no, and precisely almost what I was going to say. I did have Akron University scoring the first goal, and they did. So that was going to be my prediction. I do think it's going to be a very close match. I think our players are going to be able to hang in there against Akron University and perhaps, hopefully, get a win.
Yeah, it's gonna be tough. I mean, they're coming off a bye week as well, so they may not be as fresh as they have been. But Challenger gets a nice touch here. Oh, beautiful setup, but Challenger doesn't have the speed to set it into the goal. It was good teamwork there, but just wasn't coordinated enough. Awkward bounce there from Oxy off the double tap, so Harry's going to be able to get it out of harm's way. But here they come again. The offensive pressure is nonstop here for the Zips. Harry is finally able to get it out of the corner. MDG is right back with a nice pass from Jonathan and almost got the goal there as well. These setups from the Zips have been absolutely insane.
They have been beautiful so far, Noah. They're playing some really aggressive, I almost said football, but I guess Rocket League. Very aggressive Rocket League. They're keeping that pressure all the time, getting those air dribbles, trying to set up those double taps, getting the cross. And it seems to be working so far. Almost everything seems to be working so far for them.
Yeah, even though they're only a 1-goal lead so far, the possession has definitely been in their favor for a majority of this here map 1. As we just passed the halfway mark, 2.5 minutes past. Nice little challenge there from Challenger in the air. And Dylan's going to get a shot on goal, but it hits the top crossbar. Unfortunate. That was a beautiful shot. Probably one of their best opportunities to score here in the first map. And now they're going to have to work their way back. 2 minutes left. An air bump from the Zips is going to set up a beautiful shot as it falls right in front of mid. Look at this.
That was beautiful.
Mid-air bump to set up, get the defender out of place, and Challenger is left with no boost on the top wall. Nicely done from the Zips, up 2-0 now.
2-0. Very unfortunate what we saw from AU right there. Just very beautiful setup from the Sips. I mean, I don't think it gets much better. Barely misses that double tap right there. The Sips just dominating really in every facet of the game so far.
Right, and this isn't surprising. Akron is one of the probably the best Rocket League programs in the entire country. So this team has played with each other for a very long time. They're very consistent. They know each other's habits and behaviors, and their mechanics are just so crisp all the time. So it's definitely going to be a challenge for the Jaguars to get settled in. That was a great pass from Jonathan. Unfortunately, nobody from Akron was there to receive it, but it was still beautiful nonetheless. As we finally get it towards the orange side of the field, Oxy isn't able to do anything with it off the wall, so MDG is going to take it down across half court. Oh, it gets a nice setup, but Harry's there to interrupt the pass. Beautiful stuff. Dylan tries to take the possession as well, sends it down. Harry's there to meet him. Challenger gets it in midfield, but isn't able to win the 50, so it goes straight to the wall. Oxy now misses the aerial as well. Challenger gets a nice pass, but Dylan misses the reception. So he's going to have to take this into the corner. He's able to get one shot, runs out of boost, so he can't get the follow-up, and Oxy's going to take this and retain possession. MDG now taking it past midfield. Here comes the offensive pressure. Double tap just misses from Jonathan.
Double tap.
So Dylan's going to have an opportunity here, 1v1. It was a nice save from Oxy. Didn't flinch whatsoever. 30 seconds remaining now, and the opportunity for AU to equalize things here in map 1 is dwindling.
Yes, it is. No, not looking very good for us. The possession has been on the Sips side most of the time. If I had to throw numbers out there, I would probably say...
Oh, no boost, and they're not able to get high enough to get that easy, slow goal.
And that'll do it for the first game. 3-0.
3-0 here in map 1.
Very dominant showing from the Sips. I mean, as you were saying earlier, it was almost to be expected. It's a very elite program. Their mechanics are beautiful. Very crisp. They know everything that each other do in the map. I mean, everything from top to bottom. There's really nothing you can kind of nitpick about their game.
Yeah, they were pretty consistent, and they almost made it too easy on them there. So here going into this map 2, we're going to have to see if maybe the Jaguars can come out with a little more heat. Because you could see the mechanics were definitely there. They were able to get some really nice saves, but it almost looked like boost was an issue. There were many, many times on defense where, because of how constant the offensive pressure was from the side of Akron, Augusta University really wasn't able to stabilize, wasn't able to get the boost to really gain that momentum and take it to the orange side of the pitch. So that really, really slowed them down, I think, offensively to get what they wanted to do. So maybe this time around, we can finally get them in a spot that they feel more comfortable in so that they can play more aggressive and set up those team plays just like Akron was doing.
Absolutely, absolutely. And speaking of boost, we do have that nice little graphic that provides you the live boost of every player, so our viewers are kind of aware of what's happening. And that was beautiful
setup from MDG. He just wasn't able to get the last touch as he hit the floor. Really nicely done from them.
Very nicely done. I mean, going back to what I was saying, mechanics, the setup, everything has been good so far. I do want to see better boost management as we do see Dylan make his way across midfield. Very beautifully. We do have MDG trying to set up a double tap and is unsuccessful. Dylan trying to bring the ball across midfield, intercepted by Jonathan.
Jonathan actually set up the flip reset there. Wasn't able to get much done with it. That's a great challenge from Challenger, living up to his namesake as he takes it towards the orange side of the pitch, but none of his teammates were there to accept possession. And that's really been the tail of the tape I've noticed here so far, is that they're able to win some of these interceptions and win some of these 50s, but then nobody from the side of Augusta is there on the receiving end to keep the possession and keep the play alive. They just boot it away to the opposite side of the pitch, and that leaves them in a really, really tough position because the Zips are there. They're able to react so fast that it puts them right back in scoring position. So all that work that they had done on defense gets completely outdone by the lack of, mid to late play development.
Absolutely. As we approach here, once again, that possession has been very close to either midfield. Ooh, barely missing that shot right there. Beautifully set up by the Zips. But yeah, going back to that, possession has been mostly on the blue side of the pitch, or either closer towards the midfield.
From Harry, but it gets blocked. Couldn't quite see by who. And we're finally seeing some more offensive pressure here from the Jaguars. We're going to have to see if they can finally convert it into score as we now approach the 2.5-minute mark again, and we are tied 0-0. So definitely the defense has been a lot more consistent for Augusta this time around, but that offense still hasn't been able to get over the hump. But we still love to see the confidence that they're playing with against a program as storied as Akron.
Absolutely. I think we've seen a better game so far.
Oh, what a fake from
Very
MDG.
Good fake from MDG. I mean, going back, these mechanics have been beautiful. And we do see how the Zips are doing a very good job of maintaining their boost. Most of the time, they're sitting at around 50 to 60 boost. So they're very good about using their boost and conserving it. As we see a very nice trick shot set up.
Nice team play from Augusta University. Oh, but an insane interception from the side of the Zips.
The Zips getting that beautiful interception right here. I mean, you see it in every facet of their game. They are so in sync. It's very hard to play against a team like them. So in sync. They know what each other is trying to do. It's like they can read their minds. It's beautiful.
And that's what happens with team chemistry when you're able to play so many hours together. And I think that's something that Augusta University needs to get a little better at. They've been able to get some scrims, but after this bye week and just the lack of a schedule, I think they're just maybe not as in tune with each other as they would need to be, to really pressure Akron as much as they have. But they've been holding up very well. I mean, the defense has been stalwart here in map 2. As I say that, another nice save there from Harry.
Challenger with the
Dylan just misses the pass. That was a great midfield push there. But Challenger's going to again retain possession. MDG with the interception. Oh, my goodness. They almost set up a beautiful shot opportunity there in mid. Nobody was quite there to get that third hit in. Now, less than a minute left. No goal has been scored yet. So the first one of the match may be the deciding one as Dylan gets ready to intercept this. But Oxy was there already in the air. Harry now lets that one go as MDG almost has a free shot here on net and goes for the bump to secure the first goal here in map 2.
And this is going to be very tough now. 36 seconds left. Very tough to score a goal. We've seen this game has pretty much been a standstill in the midfield and our side of the pitch. So we'll see what we bring in these last 36 seconds as we see a demolition go down as well.
Dylan almost secured the double tap there off of kickoff, but it wasn't quite there. 20 seconds left now for the equalizer. Harry with no boost is going to have to let this one go. Nice 50 win from Challenger, but Dylan is not able to get the reaction. MDG is going to pass it towards midfield. Oxy misses it in the air, so now Harry has an opportunity. Oh, doesn't quite get it off the wall. So Dylan is there. 9 seconds left now. Off the corner, Oxy taking it off the ceiling. He's going to try and hit this one on the turf, and that should be all she wrote unless they can keep it up. Harry keeps it alive. Challenger, next one up. This one's way past midfield, and they get under it. 0 seconds left on the corner. It stays up as well. Oxy is going to try and score this one to finish the dagger. Nice setup here from the Zips. Oh, and they're able to get it as well. MDG with a phenomenal ceiling shot to dash any hopes away from tying it from the Jaguars.
Insane mechanics from MDG. Definitely the MVP so far across these first 2 matches. I mean, what a shot. What a shot from MDG. We see
7 shots.
7 shots. 7 shots. Only converted those 2 goals, but I mean, insane. Also getting a save. As every member of the Sips recorded a save in that match. He had at least 1 save. So beautiful almost said 8 pits. Beautiful Rocket League on display from the Sips. But I did like that we were able to hang in there with a team of this caliber. I think a win is within reach. We just need to play a little smarter, be conservative about our boost usage, and obviously score goals. We haven't scored yet.
Yeah, 0 goals so far on the side of the Jaguars. And that's just not what you want against a team of this offensive caliber. Now, they have been able to hang in there. I mean, like I said, the first goal there on map 2 wasn't scored until less than 20 seconds left in the map. So their defense is able to stay consistent, but they just haven't been able to get enough offensive pressure to really make this a close match. Now, they would have to really clutch up here because they need a reverse sweep in order to come all the way back and win this series. Not impossible, but highly improbable, as we see Harry setting up a nice corner shot there, but no one's there for the take, so they're going to let this one just hang around midfield so far. Challenger wins the 50. Dylan's going to get a nice shot off the top wall. Oh, the double tap is almost there. Dylan gets a nice redirect. Goal for Augusta University. The first one for the Jaguars. Beautiful team play here off the wall. Harry's setting up Dylan beautifully.
And Dylan, I mean, what a goal that was, because that could have been blocked. That could have been saved by the Sips, but Dylan shuffles and moves to his right to score that first goal for AU. And that's how you want to start a match. I mean, less than a minute has passed in this 3rd match, and we already scored a goal. Very good way to open up this 3rd.
Now, they need to be careful here because they could easily win this game with just 1 goal. They just keep their defense up. So more scoring, the better, but they need to, practice their fundamentals that have gotten them this far with a very aggressive challenge midair from Dylan there. Runs out of boost, though, so Jonathan's going to be able to take this past midfield. MDG takes it himself off the ceiling, sets up the double tap, but Challenger is there to take it.
Challenge once again.
Harry, no boost here in midfield, is going to have to give it up to Jonathan. Harry's there to challenge it off the ceiling, but MDG is right there ready and waiting for the fall. Now it's up to Challenger. Isn't able to win that 50. MDG just playing absolute insane ball handling there in the blue corner. An insane 50 win from Oxy as well. And this has just been banging around here midfield for the better part of 30 seconds. Harry, no boost, just trying to keep people away from it. Dylan tries to set it up, and it's going to go straight to the ceiling. Isn't able to get the second shot either, and Harry overextends. Oxy now trying to set up a shot. So Harry sends it to the corner. Oxy trying to give possession back to MGG, and they are going to keep it in their own side of the corner. MGG with a full can of boost. Starts the air dribble. Oh, nice dodge mid-air. Oh, and redirects it off of Dylan into the goal. MDG is showing some insane wizardry.
Insane wizardry, as you mentioned, Noah. Ricocheting off of Dylan and into the goal. I guess you could say that was pretty much an own goal. But, wow.
What else could he have done?
There's nothing you could have done. I mean, beautiful setup right there. Harry doesn't have the boost. Once again, we haven't been conservative with our boosts. And that pretty much cost us a goal right there. We were so close. If only Harry had a little bit of boost.
Nice shot here from Harry.
But good
what a
shot
redemption.
from Harry. coming right back with a goal of our own to make it 2-1 with 2.5 minutes left in this match. A very exciting match so far now.
Yeah, and you can tell, I think the Jaguars are definitely starting to get more comfortable. They're feeling it now. They're getting a lot more confident in their teamwork and their chemistry, and it's showing on the pitch as well. As we see Challenger going for a mid-air shot. Isn't quite on target, but two people go for the save here, so if Dylan plays this right, he could potentially get a shot there, but they're able to recalibrate effectively. Harry now tries to set it up for himself, but misses it off the wall. So Oxy's going to take it here on the air dribble. Gets the flip reset, keeps it on his nose. Oh, and Jonathan, nice challenge there. But Challenger wins another one. Oxy is able to maintain position. Beautiful bump from Dylan to set up a shot from Harry. What a great team play.
Beautiful team play from the Jaguars to set up Harry. And he had an open shot, pretty much almost uncontested. Almost also got intercepted by the Sips towards the end. But that makes it 3-2-1.
Is that a kickoff?
And that almost was the kickoff goal as we see the Sips. MDG trying to dribble it off the wall with a great pass. Jonathan to Otzi. Otzi not able to do much. Dylan intercepting that ball in its tracks. Challenger almost came very close to a goal. Not what you want to see. Otzi trying to set up something for himself off the ceiling. Intercepted by Dylan once again. Dylan and Challenger have both been able to play some stellar defense this game. I'm loving what I'm seeing from them.
Yeah, I'm just such a fan of the physicality we saw on that last goal. Dylan not afraid to get dirty on the pitch, throw some elbows, and get the bumps in there. That's such an underrated part of competitive Rocket League, is when you can really leverage. Oh, a phenomenal team shot there from NDG, who has taken the Zips this far by himself already. Beautiful ceiling setup from Jonathan, and the aerial placement from MDG is just impeccable. You would need to play perfect defense there, and that's still, with 1 minute left, AU with a 1-goal lead. This is still very, very winnable to start the reverse sweep as MDG starts the setup here. Oh, and his dribbles are just beautiful, but Dylan stays patient and is able to retain possession here. Jonathan has it in the goal. Good challenge from Dylan, and a demo coming in from the Zips, who are also not afraid to get physical to get what they want to see. All three of them now challenging this ball. This could be punishing. Oh, Oxy with an insane placement.
And they turn the table around and tie this game. Maybe a little remontada coming from the Sips. Not what you want to see. Tied game, 40 seconds left, Noah. This is going to be for all the marbles.
Yeah, this is do or die territory here now for the Jaguars. So they really need to lock in here if they want to keep this series alive.
Absolutely. And we see you in the chat. Clips commenting. Cleveland down 3-1. Perhaps so. Perhaps so. You know, LeBron did say that it was not over yet. Oxy came very close to scoring perhaps a game winner right here. Going to be very interesting to see what happens in the last 10 seconds of this game.
4 seconds now, and this might just be forced overtime here as MDG keeps it up. They're going to send it to the blue corner here. This is a beautiful setup shot. Harry gets physical and sets up a beautiful goal for Oxy. The failed demo sets up Oxy, I think, with enough momentum to get the shot that they wanted.
Beautiful setup from the Sips. I mean, insane. It looked like they were. I always got to bring the comparisons. It looked like a beautiful cross from Marcelo to Ronaldo, who headed the goal in for the win. A beautiful buzzer beater for the Sips. Insane Rocket League that we just saw from the Sips.
Yeah, and it was close there in that last one. That was some really, really exciting Rocket League. I think that was finally when the Jaguars were starting to feel comfortable and confident in their abilities, but it just came too little too late. They were already down 2 maps. They just weren't able to get that offensive pressure that they had there in map 3 in the first 2 maps. And Akron capitalized on that. I mean, they were consistent from the first second, and that showed why they were the better team this week. But I'll tell you what, the Jaguars did not look out of place. I don't think that was as much of a mismatch as people were initially predicting.
Absolutely, Noah. I think that first game, Akron looked very dominant. Yes, most of the match was spent in our side of the pitch. They were very aggressive. But in that second game, we did show that we can hold our own against teams of this caliber, Noah. I think confidence was lacking in that first game.
Yep.
But once we kind of noticed that we can hang in there, we can play physical against them, we kind of got our confidence up, and it showed in that third game.
But alas, that's going to be GG's to Akron University. Obviously, a storied Rocket League franchise. I'm sure we'll see them later on in the playoffs as we continue our PlayFly Open Premier season next week. Looking towards the future, this weekend, you can tune in right back here for our regularly scheduled programming. We'll have League of Legends with their next Peach Belt Conference matchup versus Huntington College. That'll be at 2 p.m. on Saturday, as well as the last matchup of the regular season for Apex Legends before they get into the playoffs at 6 p.m. in the Octane Collegiate group stages. So I'm really excited to see them after we saw a phenomenal turnaround last week from them. So really, really exciting stuff. Junior Varsity Valorant has rescheduled their match. That's going to be later in the month. But Varsity Valorant will be back on Sunday at 2 p.m. Be sure to tune in there. They will be playing none other than Kennesaw State University. Brilliant stuff. Great matchups all around. Be sure to follow us on our Instagram and join the Discord, and you can get all of the information you need to know about all future streams and our rosters right there on this channel. Without further ado, I have been your host, Noah Bowers, and joining me today,
your co-host, Rodrigo Burgos, and that's going to do it for us today. Like Noah said, tune in. I won't be able to accompany Noah as his co-host this weekend, but looking into the future as well. The weekend after, I will be here for most streams with you guys. I've enjoyed this experience so far, and I'm looking forward to see what we can keep doing in every single esport video game.
Thank you all. Have a good night.